Hold on, hold on.
Okay.
I need my camera.
Okay.
All right,
Oh,
we're good. We live. We
we're
live. We
live.
live. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, man. All
We
right.
live. We
How you
live.
doing, bro? How you doing?
I'm tired because I just got done with a class
Wow.
seminar that basically fried my brain, but I'm here.
Wow,
I'm
man.
here.
And you're studying what again? Sorry, just
So part of the job that I do, right? For those that know me, right? I go through technical periods of recertifications for a lot of things. In this case, it's for lack of a better term, which is dealing with hazardous material. So it's a lot of reading, a lot of regulation, and a
wow.
lot of stuff that really hurts my head.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
man. Oh my
so
goodness. Wow. You're jumping straight from that to this, bro. I appreciate you, man.
hey man, like I said, I said I'd be here, so I'm here. Let's go.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Let's talk about it, man. Again, I know the last one I did not record. I am making sure. Let me just make sure. Yep, we are. Like I was hovering over the recording. I was like, let me make sure I record this.
Right.
I- if you were to ask my girl, man, she would tell you how hurt I was all night. I just sat there and I was just like,
I was kind of wondering when the content came out over your TikTok. I was like, where's the one of me? Where's the one of me at? And I'm like, and then they put it together like you didn't hit the record
I
button,
didn't
did
hit the
you?
record button, man.
You didn't
Oh,
hit the record button.
I was, I was so hurt. Like just talking about it just makes me just hurt because it was my first one. Like this is my first
Right.
gaming podcast, so we went through so much. But I got it on TikTok, so we're good.
Hey,
But
as long as it's out there.
yeah, as long as it's out there, exactly. And so again, this here, I wanted to make sure I did not miss too because Last of
Mhm.
Us is a game that me and you both.
Yeah.
My first question to you, bro, I have to ask this question again. You only have 25 minutes, right?
Yeah, only 12 minutes because I got it because I have a prior engagement. So let's try to get through as much as we can without missing anything for those that are watching. All
Absolutely.
right.
I got a timer right here, so to make sure
Okay.
I honor your time. Um, when it comes down to the second one, I'm gonna jump back, but I just
Okay.
want to when again when Joel died, everyone knows. Did you cry? I just have that one question for
Did
you.
I cry?
Did you cry?
Did I cry?
Did you cry?
Is that what you're really asking me? Yes, I did cry. For any person that didn't cry when Joel died, trust me, the amount the saying karma will come collect her debt is evident with that, right? Karma. Now, for those that really want to get into the whole spiel of it, oh, Joel should have let Ellie die, save the world, but it's like you have
Mm,
to kind of weigh the
mm,
lesser of the two evils, right? Does Joel sacrifice at what a 12-year-old kid that he barely is known for less than a year
yeah.
versus the weight of what happened to his daughter, what followed after that, the fallout with his brother, the
Mm,
fireflies,
mm,
all of that. Like, in a sense, I get why Joel did it. I do.
yeah.
Now,
Mm,
it also comes with the whole stick of like maybe you should just let the world burn. Maybe you should. Now, in the way that he went out, no human deserves to go out like
bro,
that.
oh my goodness,
No
man.
human deserves to go out like that. And
Yeah.
that's just off rip, just me coming and saying it.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm,
with Abby, the rest of the wolves just
yeah.
basically taking pot shots at him. I'm like, because what Joel did, right? He killed the only neuroscientist that was still alive.
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
only hope that the humanity had for a cure, and basically Joel said, for lack of a better term, I don't like to cuss, but I'm gonna
Hey,
cuss it
hey.
anyway. He said fuck. He said fuck it. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Why not? Fuck it. I don't care. What's it to you? The world's gonna burn anyway. Let it burn.
Yeah.
And I get why he did it. Now him choosing to lie to Ellie
Yeah.
for all those years,
Right. Yeah.
that in my opinion was wrong.
Mm,
Which I get why he did it. I mean, obviously at the end, he chose to tell her the truth, and
yeah.
that's what caused the whole rift between Ellie and Joel. Um,
Mm,
but yeah, no human deserves to go out like that. No, no human does. Just
mm.
off rip.
Man, that's I'm glad you covered that, and again, going back to the fact that there was emotion there when he died. Like who
Oh yeah,
if you did not have emotion, like you said, like then you are not human. Like you're just
I wouldn't say that people are numb to stuff like that. No,
yeah.
trust me, they're numb. I wouldn't say that they're not human. It's just that it probably didn't resonate with a lot of people.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
So
That's true. Yeah. If you didn't play one, especially, you
then you
definitely
don't know you
yeah,
don't
you
know the
don't
whole
know.
story. It's
You
like the
don't know.
whole journey of what Ellie and Joel went through, even with Pedro Pascal and the live adaptation that he did, which I have yet to see.
Oh,
Honestly,
you haven't seen it?
I have yet to see it because I played the game because I know majority of the story.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
if they choose to do and do justice to Neil at Naughty Dog with the whole story that they chose from the game,
Yeah.
then yeah, I would understand it. But I have yet to see it personally. I have yet to see it.
It's good, man. It's good. The graphics, the acting. I mean, and so far they seem to have included at least every important element leading up into the story. So it's really good. I would recommend it, but
Awesome.
it's not the game. It's not.
No,
the game.
it's not.
It's not.
Now I'm gonna jump into this, right? For those that have played Last of Us 2, right? The ending. The ending. Let's talk about this now. Let's address the elephant in the room. Out of the entire time, for those that have played it and for those that have not, oh well, I'm gonna tell you anyway. This entire ending of that story was not about Ellie. It was about Abby the entire time. And I'm like, it's like, what's that feeling? Like you go on a roller coaster, you go up, you go up, you go up, you go up, and there's the drop, and then you just stop. I'm like, was that it? Are you serious? That was the direction you chose to take the story?
Yeah.
That direction? Nah, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
And for the fact that Neil apologized publicly from his Twitter account.
Oh, he apologized?
Yeah, it's all over out there. He issued an apology because the amount of backlash that Last of Us 2 got. Like, and people called it dog water trash.
Oh my goodness!
Like literally because of the ending of that. I'm like, it didn't even finish the story. It was all about Abby. It was her story.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Yeah.
It wasn't about Ellie. Ellie's story ended. The whole snippet monologue at the very end.
Yeah.
Was I think 6 months prior to the start of the game?
Yeah.
Where Joel told her the truth and she chose to fight it. Like, and she's like, I don't want to see you again. I fucking hate you. This and that. Yeah. And I'm like, and Joel just stood there and took it.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
He just stood there and took it. Yeah. And what's really great is that I'm going to talk about this, right? The only connection that Ellie had to Joel was through the guitar. And you see when she was missing her fingers.
Yeah.
She couldn't even play it. So it's like she had no connection to Joel anymore. That was her only connection.
That was her only connection.
Was music. Him teaching her how to play guitar. The same song that he wrote that she sung, part of the game. To her going through PTSD.
Yeah.
That was real. Now I'm not gonna lie. I forgot was it Jesse?
Yeah.
I think it was Jesse.
Yeah.
Him dying was not necessary. That was not necessary at all.
Yeah, man. They just started killing people. Yeah, bro.
This is my face.
Bro.
That's it. Really. And obviously Tommy, losing his eye, which I really thought he was dead.
Oh, yeah.
I really thought he was dead.
But
no, he's missing his eye. I was like, how lucky do you have to be?
Lucky. It must have I said missed his brain or something,
No, so he probably got hit from the back of the ear and then probably went out through his eye. Okay. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because you see, because he's doing this. He's like squinting.
Yeah.
Right. And then to see his wife, beg Ellie not to fuel Joey's fire because Joey, he saw. Or no, was it Tommy? Tommy, I'm sorry.
Tommy. Yeah, Tommy. Yeah.
Tommy saw Joel die literally right in front of him. He literally saw him die.
Yeah.
His brother. I mean, same person would want justice.
Right. Yeah.
But you have to think of the colony. You have to think of Fort Jackson, the people. They're trying to live their life. All of that.
Yeah.
But what I did like was the whole aspect of how people kind of like, what was the group that I think it's the Scavengers. Or someone, the people, I don't know who they are. I forgot
the
religious
group.
The religious, yeah.
Yeah.
To see them, to show, hey, there's not just the wolves, the fireflies. No, there's probably pockets of more of these people out there.
Oh my goodness, man!
And then to show you that this is what it would look like if something like this were to happen.
Yeah,
the government failed. There's no government. Man. There's nothing. It's just a ragtag group of people, colonies, forts, whatever, and you're just trying to survive.
This game is real, man. It takes you to the reality of the apocalypse in a sense, right? Like it's like this is real. This could really happen.
This could really happen. And this is what would happen, if people were segregated behind walls, people were infected.
Yep.
You're treated differently, like reverting back to what basically the late 1700s and beyond and back were.
Yeah.
This is exactly what it was.
That's exactly what it was, man. Let me even hover around that for a second. Do you feel like something like that? Because again, we had COVID, right?
Oh yeah.
that tested, America and every other nation in the world. It tested the world,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
so having something like The Last of Us happen. Do you feel like that could even be a possibility in a sense?
Um. Okay. Let's keep a sense of realism here. Let's keep a sense of realism with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Possibility, slim.
Mm-hmm.
Reality, no. Like a
Mm-hmm.
full on like zombie apocalypse, right? Because you have to think, right? Anyone that studied, I'm not a biologist, I'm not a physicist, I'm not a scientist, and what I say does not have any clout or weight whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
This is just me speaking like my own opinion here.
Yeah.
Um, you have to think people like the human body is very resilient, and the miracle of life tends to work in various different ways.
Yeah.
Like you have people that are resistant to certain types of medicines that have antigens. Some people that don't really register with stuff like Adderall, diazepam,
Mm.
whatever. People that are allergic to penicillin,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So for a disease like that, it has to be specifically targeted to a specific like pool, a generic group of people.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the disease spread that's a factor. Obviously transmission rates,
Mm-hmm.
patient zero, all this other stuff. People who have
Yeah.
antigens, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, to that extreme, no,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
No, yeah.
Now, maybe it probably would rock us, but then civil order and governments would step in. There's many procedures in place for that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously COVID was a huge like wake up call
Wake up call.
to a lot of people, which
Exactly.
people should have washed their hands anyway. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You should be clean. I'm gonna say that because I have another camera and I'm looking directly at you, so this will look weird, but whatever. Okay. But yeah, like I said, right,
Yeah.
it's the fact that practicing good health hygiene, good health habits, and then again,
Mm-hmm.
but again, different regions of the world have different
Yeah.
what's environmental like factors
Like
to it.
strategies. Yeah.
Like some people have higher elevations, some people live in lower, some people
Yeah.
live in dense rainforests, some
Oh,
people
that's
live in
facts.
hot
Yeah.
humid climates.
Mm-hmm.
So something like that would really have to survive all atmospheric climates of the world, like
Yeah.
realistically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the realistic sense of it traveling across the sea, like
Mm-hmm.
COVID did, like on a plane,
Mm-hmm.
I have my own theories about that, but that's not what this podcast is about.
Well, yeah, I
What
feel you. I
that's
feel
not
you.
what this is. That's not what this
I
is
feel
about.
you.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have my
yeah.
own opinions about that. But whatever. It's like there's no
Because
way
that's a whole nother.
it
Yeah.
jumped across the ocean. I'm like, so it's airborne. You're telling me that
Oh.
it's airborne.
Mm-hmm.
So I can walk outside. Oh God, I have
Mm-hmm.
COVID.
Right.
What? What? Like we all breathe the same air. Like if that's the case, the entire whatever. But anyway, we're gonna let's get back. Let's get back to this.
I love it though. I love it, man. And again, I appreciate that concept because you actually made me think about, like you said, the realism of it, right?
Right.
Walkers, people actually turning into
Clickers.
yeah, clickers, right. Yeah.
I thought
Like,
they scared me. By the way,
yeah, they did, bro.
yeah. That's that sound and
That
the way that
sound,
that way that they
bro.
walk. I'm like,
Oh my. And it was all right. What about the dynamics of the game, the graphics, bro? Let's start there. Like beautiful.
right. So and what's crazy is that obviously cater to the environmentalist people. Like this
Yeah,
is what would happen if nature would took back
took back
took back the planet.
exactly.
Like buildings are abandoned, overgrown
Mm-hmm.
brush, highways
Mm-hmm.
are covered in moss and trees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Again the circle of life, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're
So
right.
that's I love that aspect about
I love that.
post-apocalyptic. It's like nothing but nature and what used to be civilization.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And again, I think Last of Us probably was the game that essentially tested the limits of the PlayStation Pro.
Oh yeah,
PlayStation 4
absolutely.
Pro. That
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
was the
absolutely,
game. That was the game.
absolutely. The first test to HDR graphics going
HDR
beyond
graphics, yeah.
920 by 1080 to
Mm-hmm.
what is now 21 something now,
21 something. Yeah.
and then even with the 8K, like what is it 27 or whatever, and I'm like
Yeah.
at this point, man, like how much further
How much further can it?
can graphics go? Which it's again we've seen like we talked about it last week. Technology is only going to get better and
Yeah.
evolve more.
Yeah.
Like what's the new processing like graphics card that's on the market now? 47 something now.
Yeah. I think it is 47.
I don't know what it is. I'm not a PC person myself, so
Yeah.
I don't really know.
But I mean, ray tracing is something that they carried over, right?
Oh
Even
yeah,
with
ray tracing. Ray
that's
tracing they
something
carried over.
they carried over ray tracing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy, bro. Like the
Mm-hmm.
limits that consoles are starting to push now. And again,
Mm-hmm.
back to The Last of Us, that was the game for me that really pushed it. It not just the storytelling, because obviously that has to be a good element of a game, but just comparing that to, and I know we had other games out there, what Spider-Man, all these other amazing games that also put the limit. But Last of Us, again, going back to the reality in terms of where it hit home, that was it, bro. That was the game. Let me also ask about the dynamics of Joel and Ellie. Did like that father-daughter dynamic, him losing his daughter in the beginning, you mentioned that, and then finding Ellie and having to take upon that responsibility, bringing it to a certain thing. Do you feel like, I don't think it was ever mentioned, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's ever mentioned to where Joel told Ellie, I see you as a daughter, and Ellie told Joel, I see you as a father? Was that ever mentioned?
No, I don't think it's more of like something like what's that old saying? What is spoken doesn't need to be said.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously, like both Ellie and Joel, they're both two very strong, opinionated people. Joel is set in his way of things due to the past history that he had with his daughter at the outbreak. Then obviously the 20 plus years, him with his brother in the Firefly group, him having to do the most, what I call the most dirtiest of things in order to survive, which again, that's in that setting, what would you do? Honestly.
Yeah.
And Ellie, the same thing. She was no later than 12 years old.
12, yeah.
Tossed around from one person to another. People keep dying. People keep turning into monsters. She can't turn into it. People want to kill her. Then she doesn't understand why. And she's never really had any, from my understanding, a solidified person in her life that actually stayed.
Exactly.
And obviously, the more time you spend with somebody, the more you get to know them. And the journey that The Last of Us 1 did with Joel and Ellie trying to find the Fireflies, the university to get a cure.
Yeah.
And just hope is something that no one had. And that's what Joel found in Ellie and what Ellie found in Joel. Now, everyone, like from an outside perspective, people think that, it's a father-daughter relationship. They just won't say it. Like, like it'd be the same thing. Like as a son to a father, like you don't say like, dad, you don't really say it, like, but you respect each other. Like it, you just don't say it.
That's good. That's really good. I love that. That's really good. You just don't say it. And again, I kind of don't want to jump, but I keep jumping back into the second, Last of Us 2. See, I think that's what really hurt me the most. Even like talking about it now, like, because I have people that I've also experienced this with, and that is someone dying before you're able to kind of really either
to say goodbye.
They were kind of still, it was that whole thing. So to see, like you said, that unspoken relationship, a father-daughter relationship, but then to also have it to where it's abruptly ended or interrupted by a death that is ultimately by someone who also had the same experience. That was a father. It was just crazy. This revenge.
Yeah. The whole revenge scheme with with Abby losing her dad, who was the surgeon, which I had no idea until that segment played, and I said, "Oh, now I understand why Abby wanted Joel dead. Now I understand why."
It was Abby. Was she the antagonist to you, bro? What?
To me, at first, yes, but once I started playing and I played from her point of view, and I said, no, Abby's the protagonist. Ellie's the antagonist in this, which really blew my mind because it both started out as revenge schemes for both sides. Ellie wanted revenge for Joel. Abby got revenge for her dad. And then it's just an endless cycle of hatred,
Do you think that that cycle will ever end? Do you feel like there would just be this continue? Because now they're killing. Will it end?
I'm gonna quote something.
Man,
this is something my mentor said to me as a kid, as when I first met him, my boss.
Yeah.
Okay. For those I was raised Catholic, but I don't practice my faith. But I'm gonna quote something.
All right.
Yes. Romans 12:17. I'm gonna read it right here because I have it right here pulled up. Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everybody, if it is possible. As far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. But that first segment, and here, and I'm gonna emphasize this because it goes in a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Says the word repay in Romans 12:17 means an exact payback, penny for penny, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, blood for blood, whatever. This is the automatic sinful reaction of a human nature when it has been wronged. Yet verbal, emotional, or physical payback is not an option, for a Christian or a Catholic or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you're just feeding into it. Isn't so prime example, right? Abby got revenge on Joel. Ellie saw that.
Yeah.
And she wanted revenge for Joel. You see how that plays?
Yeah.
How that played out. So that's a little bit of Bible knowledge for y'all.
No, I love it, bro.
For this podcast, for those listening.
You can always throw in Bible verses here, bro. That again, I respect it. I respect that verse, and it just speaks to the validity of that verse.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's an endless cycle, that's taking place between Abby and Ellie. And again, it's so weird. It's kind of really weird because you also feel like had they met in different circumstances, they would have
been friends.
The best of
they would have been the best of friends, to be honest. Like they would have complimented each other so well. Essentially how Tommy and Joel were, honestly.
Exactly.
Because they're both headstrong, they're both fighters, they're both warriors, they're both survivors. Because again, we didn't see what Abby's life was like prior to the outbreak. We didn't see that. All we saw was that her and her dad linked up with the Fireflies. He got stability. He got a place to stay. And obviously, we saw what became of the Fireflies. After that, when they turned into the Wolves.
That's true.
Or is it T something, whatever. They became the Wolves.
Yeah, WLF? It wasn't WLF.
The WLF, yeah.
It was. Okay, it was, yeah.
The Washington Liberation
Front. Liberation Front. Yeah.
Yeah, the Wolf.
Yep, Wolf.
Yep. I'm like, okay. So we saw what happened to that. Restructured, reorganized. Obviously just surviving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right. I mean,
now what's really, really great is that when Ellie started picking off the members that were there in that room, you see the gravity of each of their circumstances. They all had a story. God, who were they? Who were they?
The most gruesome kill that Ellie did with the member that the black female, the one that she killed, she was turning and and Ellie just stood over there and beat her with a pipe.
That was just
gruesome, bro. That
was just nuts. That was just nuts.
The true antagonist, right? Like you just saw the antagonist in Ellie. I'm sorry to say that, but yeah.
No, and you saw how far she was willing to push the envelope for revenge.
She was about to kill the guy that the Asian guy, right? Who kind of went against his clan, the Scar clan. Yeah. That
was just
immoral.
That was just immoral. Yeah. And obviously, with the WLF's leader Isaac Dixon, former, and what's crazy is that they were former Fireflies, and that's the crazy part. That was the crazy part, and obviously, do I agree with Dixon's ideology of going after that island? No, that was probably the most stupidest decision ever. It's like, we're going to take the island. Like, for what? You're looking for an outlet for your anger.
Exactly.
Because you can only kill zombies and runners and bloaters and only so much. And this is what happens when they don't have a common enemy to fight. They turn on each other.
Yeah.
And that's a prime example, right?
Wow.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
You're looking for the list of.
I'm looking for the list. Last of Us.
Yeah.
Let's
see. Try to see if I can find it as well.
Yeah, here it is.
Okay.
Abby Anderson, Manny Alvarez, Owen Moore, Nora Harris, Mel, Jordan, Nick, Leia. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, the most gruesome deaths to see. One was Nora.
Yeah.
2 was Manny. Manny Alvarez, the Hispanic guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When Ellie slit his throat, and I
said, yeah, man.
I said, what?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
This is where we're going? Okay. 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 We can go with that.
One of them was pregnant, right?
I think that was Nora.
That was Nora.
Now, the fallout between her and Abby, that was funny. I knew it had to come to that.
Yeah.
I knew it had to come to that because with, obviously Nora and Olin were together, and I'm like, she was pregnant. Like, I was like, she has to say something because there is no way.
Yeah.
There is no way you were really okay with this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And obviously we saw Owen wanting to leave, which I get. Then obviously, going back to, like I said, it wasn't just the WLF and the people from Jackson. When Abby went south to Los Angeles, you saw a liberation front there.
Yeah.
It's like, see, it's not just there; it's everywhere.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're exactly right. Did you ever see that Abby? She's the actual character that was recreated from her. She's an actual YouTuber.
Yeah, I actually knew about that after playing the game.
You knew that, yeah.
And I'm like, you're a YouTuber? What?
That was crazy.
What?
Yo,
like, that's a dream. That's a dream job.
That's a dream job, bro.
You got to be in a video game, immortalized forever, which is nice.
What's her name too? The one that Ellie liked. Her name was that Jess? No.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
She's also, I think, a YouTuber. I forgot her name.
I think it's shit. Not Jessie. What is her name?
What's her name?
It's not Jessie. It's Dina.
Dina. Yep.
That's her. Yeah, Dina is. What is her real?
Yeah, she's a real I
motion cap. Shannon Woodward.
Shannon Woodward. Yep.
Modeled after.
Yep.
Motion captures by Shannon Woodward. Casquena Cardona, I think.
That's what it was. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was like, huh.
Yeah, okay. I know. And they played the game, like, to see their reactions of them playing.
Yep, and this is our YouTube channel. Yep, this is it.
Yep, you got
this is it. Yep,
crazy.
That's wild.
Wild.
There is no way.
There's no way, man.
You were modeled after that. There is no way.
Crazy, but they used different voice actors, right, for the actual role.
No, I think they're the same. Because let me see.
I think for Abby they used a different voice actor.
I think for Abby, it says motion capped. No, the voice is by Shannon Woodward.
Wow.
Yeah, Shannon Woodward's voice Dina, but the model of the 3D image is from Casquena. So that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, bro. I really don't understand how they the dynamics of that. But again, the acting. Some people have greater skills than others. It's a masterpiece, bro. It was a masterpiece.
It was a masterpiece, just like how Christopher Judge played Kratos. That.
Yeah.
And they brought back Atreus from the first one. They brought him back. It's the same one. He's just older. He's just older. So I think he was like 10 and he's like almost 16. Like you see the difference in growth.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
masterpiece. Yeah.
Now they need to finish that, but we're not gonna get another Norse saga from Kratos. We're not. We're gonna get something else, which is I'm waiting for a trailer to see. Like, I'm waiting for something because that was
You don't think they're gonna bring him back?
And the Norse saga is concluded. I just don't know where they're gonna go. They say Egypt, maybe the Aztec, maybe the Shinto era of the pantheons. Because again, small segue, folks. Sorry, but obviously Atreus wanted to find the other giants, their souls. If they're out there. We never expanded upon that, or even Kratos becoming the god of war for the Norse pantheon, which that I did cry. That I did cry. That was nice. That was a very, very, very well done game.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, Thor. The fight with Thor, bro.
I'm a little bit disappointed that Thor looked like that. A little bit. He could have been a little bit more skinnier.
Why did they do that?
But I get why he needed to look like that. I get why.
Yeah.
But they could have expanded on more of the war with the Norse, with the Aesir and the Vanir, maybe. Obviously expanding like the fucked up shit that Odin did, which I get why.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't explain how that mask came to be, because that's written in a language that, for some reason, only Atreus could read, which is really weird.
Weird, man. Yeah.
really weird. But anyway, that's enough of the segue.
Yeah, I know.
No, enough of the segue. I'm sorry. Like I get started, we get talking.
I
Whatever,
know,
anyway.
man. The Loki connection. All right, man. But yeah, I know.
Come on. I have theories about this one. I have theories about that.
Know.
I have a lot of theories on on that one. But
again, man, it spans a lot. We are hitting that 27 minutes, man. You've given me a lot. You give me a lot. No, you have. This. I won't even ask for more. This is perfect. I have other things I gotta bring you back because I have.
Hey, man, I'm here. I'm gonna be here. Just shoot me a date, shoot me a time. My schedule's set for all the way until like 5 if I'm not doing anything. Because like I said, right now, I just got home, so I gotta get to the gym.
Yeah,
I gotta go work out.
Exactly.
Do a whole bunch of things, and I gotta study. So
no, I get it, man. I get it. You've given me enough right now. I'm gonna go chop this up now because again, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. I wanted people to see. I wanted people to see your face and your setup, man. Like I wanted them to see this, so I'll be able to have everything cut out now. This is perfect.
Yeah, I got you, man.
This is perfect, man. Rondo, again, bro, you're a pleasure to talk to, man.
Always, man.
You're a family. We're a fan. If you're a gamer, you're a fan.
The gamer community as a whole, man. Yes.
We're family. We're family. So thank you, bro. And again, anime, I gotta talk to you about that as well. I have to bring you back.
Don't get me started.
Oh my goodness.
Don't get me started.
Bro, like
that's the next podcast we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna talk about.
Let's do it.
Listen,
let's do it.
If it's not, evident behind me on my wall, people, if you can't see that, I have been in this game since 2005. Okay. I have been in this game. You don't want to get me started. I promise you don't. Well, anyway, that's for the other segment. But yes.
Let me just ask you this: are you caught up with Demon Slayer?
Yes, I have. I've read it and I know exactly how it ends.
Oh no, please don't.
I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. I'm not spoiling nothing. Like I said, let's just say this, right? Let's just say this: if Ufotable can do what they did for the entertainment district, okay, and Mugen Train and the Swordsmith Village, the next arc. The Infinity Castle. Listen to me, Trey. Listen to me when I tell you this. Listen to me. We're going to get such a great sequence of fighting and story. I promise you. This is going to go down in history. However, it's not going to beat what's coming in January, which is less than 2 months away from now, which is Solo Leveling, which is a Korean web-based novel. I'm going to tell you about that on another level. Okay. On another time, because trust me, Demon Slayer. I need this to finish great because the amount of animation that Ufotable put into that is mind-boggling to me. I love Demon Slayer, as you can see from.
I saw. That's why I asked.
My poster, my poster right there. You can see that. I'm a huge Tanjiro fan of the water style.
Absolutely,
I'm a huge Tanjiro fan. Like I said, just if you. Yes.
Yeah. This I'm like I said, I could talk to you probably for about 3 days. I could 3 days. We could probably talk about 3 days straight, man.
We can do this all night. But anyway, I have other things to do. Unfortunately, I am sorry, folks at home, but life calls to me, and I must get back to it.
Absolutely, man. And again, I appreciate you. I will again post all your things in the description. This will be on YouTube probably tonight.
Follow me. Join my YouTube channel. Come on, I do reactions. Let's go.
Absolutely. I love it. I checked you out.
I'm trying to get to 500 subs before the end of the year. Come on.
Let's go.
Help me out.
Guys, help him. Follow him. Amazing guy, Rondo. Again, man, pleasure to have you, man. And until next time, as you guys know, peace. Thanks, Rondo. Take care, man.
You too, bye.
See you.